This afternoon, let's start by playing high stakes The Price is Right. So let's say you're a LeBron fan like me and you want to own the Cavs. That would cost you $1.2 billion. But now let's say you want to put a man on the surface of the moon. It would cost $2.5 billion to launch the Apollo 11 rocket today. So now, what if you want to treat heart disease or cancer? That is going to cost you nearly $3 billion today. Currently, the drug development cycle uses outdated and inadequate models. Animal models used are known to be less than 8% accurate. And it takes 10 years to develop a drug. And after all that, almost 90% of the compounds fail along the way. And guess who gets to foot that bill? We do, as patients. Now, there's a need for a new technology to propel drug development into the 21st century. And the answer is organ-on-a-chip devices. Organ-on-a-chip devices take the human cells from an organ and grow them on a microchip, a little bit bigger than your thumbnail. And that allows us to have a tiny version of the organ. Because we're using human cells here, we get to see an accurate human cellular response. And because the microchips themselves mimic the 3D structure of the organ, we get an unprecedented level of accuracy to sort out which compounds are promising and worth pushing into the more expensive clinical trials. What we're doing at the University of Arizona is we're developing a lung-on-a-chip. And the lung-on-a-chip, if you were to cut our device down the middle today, you would see lung cells on top and blood vessel cells on the bottom. And what that allows us to do is we can introduce things like cigarettes, e-cigarettes, or pollutants from the air. And then we can see, does that increase the cancer signaling within the cells? Or does that increase the cell inflammation, making it harder for oxygen to get into your bloodstream? And then on the other hand, we can easily throw in a therapeutic, drug X, let's say, and then we can see if that decreases the cell swelling and makes it healthier for the cells. And all this we can do for less than $100 for a device. Now let me put that in perspective for you. If you were to run nearly 200,000 trials over the next 10 years, it would cost less than 2% of what it does right now. With the leftover money, you could build the NAU Sky Dome, you could build the U of A McHale basketball arena, the new Sun Devil football stadium, you could pay for Surface Pros for every single student at our universities, and then when everyone got tired of Windows 10 and realized how sorry it was, we could buy everyone MacBook Pros on top of that. And then we would still have enough to land a man on the moon in the year 2020. In conclusion, organ-on-a-chip devices are the ticket to give us advanced therapies, accurate results, at a lower cost, and ensure from now on the price is right for drug development. Thank you.